Yeah, so we are starting our fourth session of the empathic communication course, Seeking Harmony Within and Without. So we have been seeking harmony already for 3 sessions, both from within and without. And let's start with sharing the home practice. If anybody has tried to do the home practice, how did it go? What did you learn, experience, discover? And what were your needs met by doing home practice? And what were your needs not met? If anybody wants to share.
This week, I'm sorry I couldn't do this week. So I will just listen maybe this week.
Thank you. And then I also invite to check in what needs of yours were met by not doing it and what needs of yours were not met by doing it. Just as a practice to seeing needs behind everything we do and say. Okay, I see message from Bhuwana Sundari Mataji that she has a bad network today, so she spares it by switching off her camera. That's a pity that we cannot see you, but I'm glad that you still can be with us. Okay, any needs met or not met, either by doing practice or not doing practice? Anybody wants to share this? And
I can share,
please,
my details of my practice this week.
Yes, please.
It was very eye-opening as usual, and although I didn't have that much time, I tried just a bit to incorporate this, and even that helped so much. At least I felt that it was very, very helpful. So first of all, I was trying to think about the life-serving culture and the life alienating culture, and I did write one more thing under every under each, and then I said that life-serving culture means acting according to our values and giving from the heart, and life alienating culture for me, it's like, what can I get out of this? What can I get out of this person? And then I either try by force or by people pleasing to gain something or avoid something bad like disapproval from others. And it's also life alienating, although it can seem so like nice and polite, and but it's actually very, very alienating. And then I wrote out a couple of my 4Ds, and actually I realized that at least 95% of everything that goes on in my mind is the 4Ds, and not only towards others, but it's also toward me. I would actually say it's 100%. Closer to 100%. And so I had a long list of everything I said to myself and to others, at least in my mind, because I try to be polite toward other people. but yeah, I could notice all sorts of thoughts running through, and And I actually felt it was like deactivating those thoughts when I wrote them out. It was like I became more aware, and then when I noticed them again, I could just say, "Oh, come on. I'm not gonna listen to you anymore." And I wrote out some of my needs, and it was really sweet to notice how these thoughts were connected to my needs, which are not being met, and there's a lot.
Mm.
So I could, instead of running around in circles with my 4D thoughts, I could just tend to the needs behind them. So that was great. And some of my discoveries were that, yeah, even when I criticize myself, it's a tragic expression of an unmet need,
Mm.
not only when I criticize others. And also that I have no idea how to change, and it really scares me
Mm.
because I really want to change, but then as I was becoming more aware, things kind of started moving naturally. And I didn't have to know how to change, so that was a relief. Yes, so that's what I can share. Hare Krishna.
Wow. Thank you so much, dear Chaitanya Dasi. That was very inspiring for me to hear and very rich. And I wonder if anybody else has maybe questions or comments what they heard. And welcome, Indika Prabhu. We were just we are in the middle of sharing how the home practice was, and I want to apologize for you, Prabhu, really, because I regret I forgot to give your phone number to Oscar Prabhu in order to connect for practice, and then I realized this morning that, oh my God, I didn't add you to our WhatsApp group, so I really regret it. So please forgive me.
Okay, that's okay.
Mm. Yeah, I just regret this lost opportunities that during the last 3 weeks for you, because I have need for inclusion, and I care that everybody would have opportunities to learn and practice if they want. But thank you for your kindness. Yeah, any thoughts, comments about what we heard Chaitanya Mataji sharing?
If Indika can write his number to the chat, I can add now, not to forget later.
Mm. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Oscar. So, okay, so at least Chaitanya Mataji had fun with 4Ds, as I heard. And yeah, I'm really impressed actually to hear how much you discovered while doing this practice, and that you notice both these 4Ds, or this connection of communication outwardly as well as inwardly. And I'm also very inspired to hear that you realize change just by becoming aware of them, just by noticing them. And it's actually not just, it's a big thing. It's becoming conscious, actually, what is going on inside our minds and our bodies, our subtle bodies. And as Srila Prabhupada said, before becoming Krishna conscious, we need to become conscious. And also Marcel Rosenberg has a wonderful quote that let's shine the light of consciousness on place where we can hope to find what we are seeking. And I would add to this that what we are seeking is the connection to this divine energy with us, connection with feelings and needs, as we call it in the frames of empathic communication. Wonderful. And in one of the coming sessions, I try this time to take it really slowly and not to overwhelm you with theory, but offer these opportunities to experience and practice, so it would hopefully go more deeper than just theories. So we take it really slowly this time in regards of not taking big chunks of theories, but really I'm trying to blend the theory with practice and exercises and awareness exercises. So we will in one of the coming sessions, we will start to look more deeply how to transform these judgments, how to transform it into life-serving energy. And another aspect really important is that when we notice that we have these 4Ds going on in our mind, either outwards or inwards, that we would not start judging ourselves that we have them, because then we would have a double disconnection. Yeah. And I wonder, something is wrong with my Zoom. It doesn't do what I want it to do. Okay. Yeah, all right. Thank you very much once again, Chaitanya Mataji, for sharing your rich experience from home practice. And I also encourage everyone, if you don't have a possibility to do these practices between those 2 weeks, just continue, look into these things whenever you have opportunities. And let's review a bit what we have done within last 3 sessions and deepen. My hope is that this reviewing helps to tie together what we have done with what we will do, and hopefully also deepen our consciousness and awareness of these important things. And in one of the first sessions, we were take my page. We were talking about intention behind using empathic communication. And this intention is really crucial thing, which sets things to the motion in direction that we would like it to move. Because if we are not if we are not aware of our intention, then we are like run by our old programming. And this programming for many of us is unfortunately programming or conditioning within this life alienating culture. So intention is like a big why, asking ourselves, why do I do things in a way that I do? Or why do I say things in a way that I say them? And our intention within empathic communication is to seek harmony, or other words, to develop a quality of connection with oneself and with others that allows us to understand and value one another's needs, and together explore how to take care of these needs. And we hold this intention to seek harmony or to connect from heart to heart, even when we are angry or don't feel like connecting, by remembering that harmony and connection are the values or the needs that we are choosing to live from in this moment. And in another hand, the importance of really being rooted to our awareness of our intention is that if we are not aware of our intention, then our empathic communication practice may become barely mechanics, barely taking this model, this process mechanically and trying to use it still in the service of our old intention. Maybe our intention to get what we want, as Chaitanya Mataji also realized, or trying to manipulate others to do things that we want them to do. So it's really, really important that we will not start to use this beautiful process of empathic communication in the service of these old intentions, of old habits, like another technique. And people are usually very sensitive. They immediately figure out when we are using it with this old intention, within this old intention, to get our needs met in expense of their needs. And that's not fun. For neither for us, nor for us, neither to others. Yes, about the intention, and then we talked about needs at the core of empathic communication, that behind everything we do or say are universal human needs, and that feelings are like the onboard radar to direct us towards the needs. And we were talking about taking radical responsibility for our feelings, not putting or not believing that the course of our needs is outside of us, that the other people, their words or their actions are causing our needs, but rather our needs are lying inside our own systems. These are our precious needs or values or longings that are at the core of our needs. And then we talked about these four Ds of disconnection, like demands, judgments, denial of responsibility, etc. Any thoughts, comments about that reviewing part? Questions? Oh, how lovely. Varun Sundaramata, you got your...
Hare Krishna. I just
Hare
had
Krishna.
one thing to share in this regard. When I reflect back on the 4 Ds, I feel the common thread running across the 4 Ds is an element of controllership.
Yes.
You diagnose because you want to control a certain situation as per your expectations or your understanding of a situation. You deny because again, you want to control how others receive you.
Yes.
Then again, the other two, what were the other two? Demand and deserve. So you demand, again, that's controllership. And then deserve, like I say, you deserve this, you deserve that. So it's like projecting my impression of how a situation is supposed to be.
Yeah.
So there's this element of controllership. And immediately what caught my attention is Bhagavad Gita 5.29, where in the purport, Prabhupada is sharing, like Prabhupada describes that Krishna is the Bhoktaram Yagya Tapasam Sarva Lokamaheshwaram Suiridam Sarva Bhutanam. Like he is the ultimate beneficiary of all sacrifices and austerities, the supreme lord of all planets and demigods, and the benefactor and well-wisher of all living entities. These are the 3 keys to peace, to access peace. Now, in the purport, Prabhupada writes, under the spell of illusion, living entities are trying to be lords of all this survey, but actually they are dominated by the material energy of the Lord. Now, instantly, the 4 Ds struck to me, because we are trying to lord over all that we survey. And the word survey, I connect with diagnose. You are diagnosing a situation, you're trying to survey a situation, and then your attempt to lord over a situation leads to the other 3 Ds. So, and this is what leads to disconnection, because this is the definition of material world. And we are originally, we
Yes.
belong to the spiritual world. We aspire for connection, for wholehearted acceptance, understanding, deep love, care. So the 4 Ds are a perfect description of the material world. And that's what even in subtle ways penetrates in our devotee communities and relationships.
Yeah.
So just felt to share this one perspective from this Bhagavad Gita angle and what Prabhupada is sharing, this tendency to lord over, to project our understanding of a situation rather than understanding the situation per se and the needs of the situation. I mean, that's what I had to share. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much for connecting us with this awesome wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. And yeah, exactly as you said, this 4Ds of disconnection is like a definition of material world or material culture, right? And more or less, most people on this planet, I assume, are conditioned by material culture, right? Living so many, not only so many years in this lifetime, but many lifetimes, probably programmed, conditioned by this material culture. And I believe that's also why Srila Prabhupada, he of course noticed it, and he stressed that before becoming Krishna conscious, we need to become conscious of ourselves, what is going on, which culture we are like perpetuating by our words and thoughts and behaviors, etc. Thank you very much for connecting this to Bhagavad Gita.
Can I ask something on this regard?
Yes, please.
Today we were outside and with my wife. I told her about this last practice about her, this 4Ds. She is also interested in these topics.
Mm.
She asked that, okay, so how we can realize it during we do it? So there's some trick or we need to practice. How can we realize it at that moment?
Yeah, so that's your questions. How can we realize it?
Yes, because
Yeah.
on the paper, okay, we see that it's 4D is not good, but when we do it, we do it. So I think for me it's important how we realize it and stop it also.
Mm-hmm.
There are some techniques, or
Yeah,
that's I could ask actually.
yes, thank you. Wonderful question. I would like to hear what Chaitanya Mataji has to say, because she has done this practice very seriously, as I heard. So what you would say? You were doing this practice and maybe on the paper, and I assume even you did it even more than on the paper. So how to catch ourselves in the moment in life? That was your question, correct? Yes.
Oh, oh wow. Actually, it was one of the things that comes up for me, that I always think I don't have enough time to stop and think about these things, and then I think, like, how will I catch myself in the moment when things start rolling around in my mind, and somehow I'm trying to remember how I switched it on, what my like, because yes, while we are thinking about it theoretically, it doesn't mean that one of the 4Ds will be running through our mind. And then when the 4Ds are running through our mind, we might not be aware. And yeah, right now I cannot remember what I did, but I think I just I tried to think about it. Like I tried to remind myself a couple of times during the day, somehow. I don't know. I was also I was thinking about maybe making some sort of a reminder to something that will catch my attention, and that I will, oh wait, let me just look at what's going on inside. and and somehow it clicked, and and I actually did make I have a small trick which I came up with in these last couple of days, and I just put like this little thing on my on my bracelet, and then
Mhm.
whenever I see it, it reminds me, oh wait, let me check, where am I? How is my body feeling? What's going on in my mind? And things like that. What are my values? Am I following my values right now? So I don't know, I guess it's just a matter of reminding yourself, getting yourself out into the moment somehow, whatever that means for you. I don't know if
So
that makes
you
sense.
recommend some, I think it makes sense. I think you are recommending some visual reminders.
Whatever.
Correct?
I was thinking maybe I could also like put on a timer which will make a sound every 2 hours or something like that. So not too intense, because then everything loses its purpose. Something that I can live with, let's say. So yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you very much. Was it helpful, Oscar Bravo?
Yes, it helps. It helps. Yes,
Yeah.
of course. For example, I was mostly this I think this disconnection moments are between minimum 2 people, and when we do it, okay, and when we do it, yeah, maybe this Catania's this something to put on his arms. I think it's logical, and it looks good also. We can use it for in their life also. So what we know, what is it? And during this conflict, maybe it can be a good reminder. I can try it. Thank you.
Yeah,
Mhm. And if I could add one more thing, like
please.
I tried, every time I remembered the course and the homework, I tried just to make a minute or two just to see the handout one more time, and just to remind myself what our homework was, and then reading about it over and over again, it also made a difference somehow, because I was more aware of it. I don't know.
Yes, thank you. A drop a day wears a stone away. So it is all matter of practice. It's like going to the gym. You go to the gym, you want to get strength or grow your muscles, and you do it like little by little, but constantly, dedicated way, and gradually. And another important aspect is to be gentle to oneself, not to start to push oneself too much, not to start to put this 4Ds on oneself, but at the same time to really check what does meet my needs, and to be gentle and not to judge oneself when one is not doing or so-called failing or whatever, not to create like this double disconnection. Yes. All right. What a rich sharing we had. So I'll turn the page and call you all to another awareness exercise. It's about appreciating our needs, since the needs are at the core of empathic communication. Then it's important not only, increase our needs vocabulary, but really try to connect with the energy of the needs. That is the real connection. And when we are connected to the energy of the needs, then we can try to find words to express them. But very often, even this finding words is not needed, because connecting to the energy of needs creates such a deep connection with ourselves that we may not have been experienced, maybe even never in our life, or maybe rarely. So, as usual with these awareness exercises, I invite you to make yourself comfortable in your sitting place. Find support for your legs and straighten your spine. Yes. And bring your attention again inwards by closing your eyes or lowering your gaze. And then I invite you to focus your attention again on your breathing. And what are you feeling right now as you focus on your breathing? And as you breathe, are you aware of any need that is either being met or not being met at this moment? And when you become aware of a need, hold that need or value or longing, this universal need that is precious to all human beings. Hold it gently in your hands and take some time to simply honor it. And now I invite you to shift your focus. Shift your focus and recall something that happened recently, over which you still experience some unresolved feelings. What happened? And inside your head, simply state the observable facts about what happened. And how do you feel now about it? And when you feel what you feel, what need or longing or value of yours, met or unmet, is this feeling trying to point to? And try to hold that need, that longing, or that value. And try to hold it as you are holding something very, very precious that you treasure. And take some time to simply appreciate it. And now I invite you back to focusing on your breathing. What are you feeling right now? And what need, what longing, what value is being fulfilled or not fulfilled right now? And I invite you to hold this need, this longing in your hands with the kind of care and full presence you would hold a very, very special treasure. And now I invite you to bring to mind a need, a longing, or value that is prominent in your life right now and upon which you spend a lot of energy. Simply hold this need and recognize how much you value it. How important is this longing in your life? So, in the course of this exercise, you have connected hopefully with several needs, longings, values. And I invite you now to hold all of them together and take a moment to appreciate how you value these qualities, these longings, these needs. And when you are ready, carefully take these needs and place them in your heart. And then, at your own pace, open your eyes and look around the room or look around the screen, being aware that each person you see on your screen has been holding similar, universal, precious needs, longings, values in their hearts and their hands. And I would like to create now breakout rooms for 2 persons each. I wonder, Chirananda Prabhu, would you like me to do it or you are okay doing it? And would you like to be part of it or not? Part of sharing? If you want to be part of sharing, include yourself to breakout rooms. And if not, then include me. Is that okay? I'm not hearing you.
It was because I was not on mute.
Yeah, thank you.
3 background rooms. Okay.
And 3 minutes per person, then 6 minutes plus this checkout time. So I invite you to share in your breakout rooms what were the needs you were discovering, connecting with, and what are the needs in this moment when you are sharing it or sharing this with your sharing partner in the breakout room.
Mm.
Do you need any support? Okay, thank you.
Mm. Mm.
Yes, we got 3 rooms. Thank you. And
How do I put you in?
in the room 2,
Yeah. How do I do that?
I will join them myself. I can very easily click. I guess you cannot do it even.
Oh no, I cannot do you. I could
Yeah.
do myself. Yeah. So please join room.
Yes. Here we are. So, would you like to start sharing, or would you like me to start sharing?
Um, If you can share first, that would help me to.
Mhm.
uh,
All right. Even though I didn't myself participate in these exercises, I was kind of guiding it. I still got some effects of it. I got connected to myself, to my body more. My energy started moving. I felt tingling in my arms. I felt like my heart was opening more. I was more present in the current moment, more connected to myself. And I realized that even by guiding this exercise, yeah, I was more connected and more aware of my needs for aliveness, for being in the presence, being here and now, for connection. I believe both for myself, to myself, and to others. It felt like I'm in the field of connectedness. And also my longing for being more alive in each and every moment in my life, not only during these exercises or and my need for truthfulness to be connected to my truth each and every moment in my life, and to speak it with utmost care. Yeah, I guess need for truth and need for care as well. Yes, so that was what I experienced.
For me, I follow the guidelines, and then the latter part, I think I got a sleepy kind of a thing, because last night I could sleep only 4 hours. So, but in the that happened in close to the end of the that sleepiness came. However, I could follow the instructions throughout, but I can't remember exactly. So that is the thing.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I could. I followed, but I cannot remember it now. But I got like sleepy kind of thing. That is just before the end, but still I cannot remember what happened in the middle.
any feelings or needs?
I could follow the instructions anyway, but
Yeah. Were there any feelings or needs that maybe come back to your mind right now? I guess one feeling was you felt sleepiness or tiredness.
yeah, sleepiness, that is to the end, but I followed the instructions in the middle, but I can't even remember even instructions at least. It is interesting.
Yeah, that is also okay. I wonder, there is one room where participants were not.
No, it's
Okay. Yes. Welcome back, everyone. Let me first ask a technical question. Did everyone was ended up like 2 persons?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Thank you, Johanna Bravo, for your support. So, anything that needs to be said about that awareness exercise, appreciating needs? You are on mute, Punasundari.
Let me start sharing simply. I felt that, to be honest, your voice is very soft. When I close, it starts me sleeping actually. But I stopped. But then I realized what I missed the need for calmness and easiness. So thanks to your voice, that I realized that I missed easiness, calmness. So I felt I'm missing it for a couple of months. So yeah, that was what I felt for the needs.
Thank you. Punasundari Mataji, you wanted to share something?
Yeah, during this practice, at the beginning, actually I feel a little bit stressful because I just I just took my prasadam and my stomach is full. So when you said that focusing on breathing, so I feel that it's not that easy to take deep breaths. But yes, sorry, but in the middle, because yes, I agree. Your voice is really, really sweet and really, how to say, full of the energy of healing. So
Mm.
during yeah, in the middle, I start to feeling good, and when I try to realize about the need, and try to hold it, and I feel that I realize that my need is to I want to have the skill to better connect with people, and have the skill to understanding people and helping people, and this need I think is really precious, and it made me feel that it's how to say it made me feel I'm really rich, and yes, it's really nourishing myself, and I feel that I have a huge strength. Yeah, it's a strength for living.
Mm.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you very
Krishna.
much. Yes, it is. I would call this feeling when I feel I'm really connecting this energy of need at the moment in me. I call it like coming home, coming back home. And I can relate to that, what you said, Sundarma, that it gives strength because it's like becoming rooted, becoming grounded truly in who we are, in our naturally empathic nature, and connected to the everything bigger. So it's not coming only from our tiny strength. Beautiful. All right, I'm checking the time. I feel so enriched already this first hour and this seemingly simple practices and sharings. Many needs of mine are fulfilled. Need for connecting with myself, need for becoming more self-aware, need for connection to you, and need for companionship. I also believe doing this together, having similar intention and similar aspiration to connect to ourselves, to others, and yeah, getting better together. So thank you all so much for taking this time to join these sessions out from your possibly very busy lives. And let's go then to the new topic. Let me note down the time. New theory. It's still in lines of this needs and judgments and etc. But we will look it a little bit from another angle right now. And this practice is called, in simple words, 4 chairs. Amongst empathic communication and nonviolent communication communities, it's known as 4 chairs, or 4 choices in receiving a difficult message. And this process of empathic communication points us to the awareness that we have an availability to focus on 4 choices regarding where we put our attention when we are hearing some message that is really difficult or uncomfortable to hear. And I will start sharing my screen. Hopefully I find out where is my screen and how to share it. Yes, here it is. So we can have an overview. What do I mean when I speak about this 4 choices in receiving difficult message? And again, I'm not getting tired of repeating and reminding this Srila Prabhupada saying that before becoming Krishna conscious, we have to become simply conscious. And it's not so easy to do, probably for most of people. Yeah, so these 4 choices are, can you see the screen and all 4 choices? Yes, all right. Choice 1, I can hear blame. And I'm thinking, while hearing blame, I'm thinking, what's wrong with these people? So I'm kind of like, I'm hearing something, some message as a blame, and then I'm blaming back others, thinking what's wrong with them that they say this or think this. Choice 2, I can hear blame, what others say, and I'm turning it inward. I'm starting to blame myself. Oh gosh, what's wrong with me? What I have done wrong, or what's, what is wrong with me? So I'm hearing blame and turning this onward myself, inward. I'm starting to blame and judge myself that something is wrong. Choice 3, instead of hearing blame, in the face of this so-called difficult to hear message, I'm able to start or to stay connected or to bring awareness of my own feelings and needs. To hear what my feelings and needs are not met by hearing or listening to other people's words. So this is the part of taking radical responsibility, right? I'm hearing this message, which initially might be really hard to hear, but I'm able to switch my awareness. I'm able to take radical responsibility and to listen to my own feelings and needs at this moment in the face of this difficult message. And the choice 4, again, this difficult message comes towards me, and I'm able to keep my awareness. I'm probably able to very quickly switch and connect to my own feelings and needs. And from that connection, that groundedness, I'm able to hear other person's feelings and needs beneath this difficult to hear of their words. So these are the 4 choices we have. And which of these choices are belonging to the life connecting culture or life serving culture, and which of these 4 choices are belonging to life disconnected or life alienated culture? Just please speak out if you want to say. Or let's take one by one. Choice 1, I can hear blame and I think what's wrong with them. To which culture does this belong to? Life serving or life alien? How do you pronounce it?
I think align. This is life alienating.
Life alienating. Anyone thinks differently? No. Yes. I also feel that this is totally life alienating. Choice 2, I can hear blame and I think what's wrong with me. To which culture does this belong?
Life alienating again.
Haribol.
Hmm.
Anyone objecting? No. Choice 3, I can hear my own feelings and needs while I listen to these difficult words. To which culture does that belong to?
This is life serving.
Anybody objecting? No? Yes. And choice 4, I can hear their feelings. I can hear their feelings and needs beneath these difficult words or difficult to hear words.
Serving.
Life serving also. Yes, I agree. I also sense like this. And now I invite you to, or let me check the timing first, where we are. Maybe we need to skip that one. It's, yeah. Let me check one moment. Yeah, okay, we check first this awareness exercise because, and if we had time over, then we can do it at the end. So, any thoughts, comments about the topic before we go to activity in the small groups?
It's very
I think,
beautiful. Oh, sorry.
yeah, no, please, after you.
I thought it was very beautiful that it implies choice. We have a choice what we will do in each situation.
Yes, yes. Even Krishna gives Arjuna choice after reciting all the options. He doesn't demand anything or deserve or threaten or judge, or just gives choice. Yeah. Yes, Askur Prabhu, please.
I think when I what I read is when I see somebody blaming or somebody shouting or and this type of things, I always think, yeah, what they some of his or her needs isn't met,
Yeah.
and he explodes because
Yeah.
her needs didn't meet.
Yes.
Maybe if he is poor or if he's, I don't know, if he doesn't have partner, this type of needs, maybe if he did the other option, maybe he would be more calm or in peaceful. I mostly think like this, and
Yeah.
I now I see it's the life serving thinking style.
Yes.
So it's good to know that.
Yes, exactly. Because like in physics, there is one law which says that energy doesn't, how was it in English, doesn't come and disappear. It just transforms from one state to another, right? So also this energy of life energy within us that express us through needs, and that wants to express it through feelings and needs, it doesn't disappear when we are not aware of our feelings or needs. And when we suppress them long enough, then it just explodes. It doesn't disappear. So yes, okay, let's go to the activity. So instruction would be that there are these four Ds and exactly four choices, and I will copy them into chat. Let me do it immediately before I forget it. And I hope you will see it in the chat. And so basically the task is that first thing is I invite each of you recall some difficult to hear message that has been said to you and write it down. It could be one sentence, it's enough. Some difficult sentence that has been said to you either recently or a long time ago or whatever. That's the first moment. And then begins the activity when everyone has this, and we are exactly having 2, 3, 6 participants. Yeah. How do we do it? We do it then. No, we are 5 participants. Perfect. Perfect size of the group is 5. That's cool. So there will be 5 persons in the sharing group, and each person gets, there will be 5 rounds. Yeah. In first round, first person, and you choose who will be the first person, reads out loudly this difficult message. Then second person responds to this message like as blaming, like this first option. Let me share the screen again. Yeah. first person then responds to this sentence by blaming the person back. Yeah. Then this first person reads sentence again, and the third person uses choice 2, starts like blaming oneself for, as if this third person would be the one who receives or meets this sentence and starts to blame what's wrong with me, and so forth. Again, number 1 reads the sentence again, and next person then tries to hear own feelings and needs. First person reads sentence again, and fourth person then tries to hear this other person's feelings and needs. And then you switch. Then the second one becomes first, and so it goes like around. So each person can be in each role, reading own sentence and trying out each of these 4 options, 4 choices. Any question about the procedure? And I try to find this place where I actually wanted to. And Janananda Prabhu, please make then one group with 5 participants, and timing would be 30 minutes plus 1 minute for checkout. And I will try to find what I wanted to. Oh, where is it? I lost something here. Let me try to get it. Maybe it's here. Okay. Choice 1, choice. I'll write it again. I'll write it meanwhile in the chat.
Okay, we are at home.
Yeah. I will stop the recording or not stop.
Please, you take care. Being a pure devotee, Prabhupada is surrendering. So Prabhupada has the capacity to see through others' needs at such deeper level.
Yes.
Okay, I'll leave it to them. There's so much to say in this.
Yes. Thank you for enlightening us about Prabhupada and his compassion and mercy, which is incomparable. All right. And we have about 7 minutes left. Yeah, is there anything else to say about this exercise? What did you? Or we go to summary. I guess everyone got their saying, right? So let's then sum up this today's wonderful meeting. So we have been doing some deepening today about how important is our intention. That sets the tone, and that's like a compass which gives us the course, and awareness of that is helping us to make sure if we are sailing on the right course or we are ending up in the place where we wouldn't like to end. Choice, and 4 choices in receiving difficult message, and how we can also choose our intention and correct it if we notice that, oh, our intention is actually not in the line of my needs, my values, my longings. And yeah, then you were practicing these 4 choices in receiving difficult message. And we were even ascertaining to which culture to each of these messages is belonging. And I feel really, really enlivened and enriched being with you again today here, and very grateful that you choose to invest your time and energy in these sessions. It gives me so much joy and meaning. And I would really invite and encourage you to, within coming week, just try to make it a point to share with at least 1 to 2 persons what you have learned in these sessions, either in this one or all 4, because this is the most powerful thing when people hear from the mouth of the persons who have experienced something really, really useful for them. And that's the best way to let people know that there is such amazing, powerful, beautiful process like empathic communication. And that would help hopefully transform our communities, one heart at a time, into more loving, into more caring, into more mutually nourishing and worth to live in. Yeah, I would be very, very grateful for that too. Because what can one person like me do? Just, drop in the ocean. Yeah, and also sharing it with others, actually. Yeah, I was reminded that sharing with others is one of the best ways to learn. And that reminds me that I started my first nonviolent communication, teaching nonviolent communication after first 3 days having been in the course myself, because there was that time amongst Estonian teachers in teacher forums, there was a lot of discussion about school violence, and people were just theorizing and theorizing and theorizing, and I couldn't hold myself back. I just shouted or wrote there that I'm just tired of the theorizing. Let's do something. I offered this course on, I think it was first online course back in 2002. And I hoped secretly that I ordered Marshall's book, which has all these principles and everything. And I secretly hoped that book will arrive and I will do the course following the book, but book didn't arrive. I had to start the course. So I really got this first-hand experience that teaching is the best way to learn. And I had little doubts also. Then I thought, oh, it's this kind of American model and by American psychologist. I don't know if it works really for European people. But after first 2 sessions, I started to get feedback, amazing changes people already created in teachers, especially in their relationship with amongst themselves and students. And so I got really encouraged. Yeah, and another secret desire is I would hope to put maybe together some little kind of, I don't know, support manual for those who want to start sharing this empathic communication, but I'm not sure when and I will be ready with that. But I want to glorify my dear colleagues, Raj Gill, Lucy Liu, and Judy Morin, also certified NVC trainers, who have a wonderful book which is called Toolkit for Nonviolent Communication Toolkit for Facilitators. This is the book from where I got the most of these amazing exercises that you also appreciate. So it's a wonderful resource if you would like to start sharing. And I hope that one day, maybe together, we could create similar manual for, especially for devotee communities. So yeah. We have a few more minutes. Anyone for the checkout? Yeah, maybe it would be good to check out with help of our needs. So I'm curious, what needs did you get fulfilled in today's session? And what needs were not fulfilled for my learning? Because I'm also work in progress and want to learn. And as everything else, it's totally voluntary who wants to share and who doesn't want. Just jump in and share if you're ready.
Yes, for me it is. There is always situations arises. I receive difficult message, and then to respond. And what happened habitually comes up things, but so with this knowledge, I would be more conscious about my response.
Mm. Thank you.
I think my needs of support, authenticity and clarity.
Wow. Thank you.
I would especially mention my need for honesty because I chose a statement for the exercise, which was quite difficult for me to say out loud. So yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah. Anyone else?
I have the need to speak up. It's important for me to engage my tongue in speaking about Krishna's glories.
Wonderful. Thank you.
My need is to better understanding others and better reflect myself. Yeah. But I have a which have not been fulfilled is to if my how to say other people such as my friend come to me, they have difficulty. How can I use the kind of practice and skills to help them to improve their relationship?
That's that remains yet to be revealed. Yes. Thank you very much. Janananda Prabhu, would you like to say something? You are muted.
I'm satisfied with being a little hang up and just participate in the back.
Thank you very much. I'm
So
very much.
it's so nice to hear all the responses we get for these courses. I like it very much. You're wonderful people.
Thank you. And thank you very much for your support, not only here on the Zoom, but also thank you for cooking our Sunday feast at our home ashram today. So that meets my need for nourishment, and then I'm able to do these courses. So thank you, everybody. And I will Monday or Tuesday send the home fun. And then I hope to see you all next Sunday. Haribol. Please accept my obeisances. Vanchakalpatarupasya kripa sindhubhyavasya patitanam pavanabhyam Vaishnavabhyo namo namaha. Haribol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.